Well, welcome everyone to the Yin Yang show. I'm so excited for this show because this show is going to be a little different from some of the other shows. It will incorporate certain things that we actually spoke about in other shows, but we're going to specifically dive into energy, spirituality. Um, we talk about the different states of mind, the physical, the emotional, the spiritual, and there's so much I want to talk about. But first of all, I want to welcome everyone to the Yin Yang Show. My name is Dianne Ojar. As you know, I am a Tao Hands practitioner. I'm also Tao Da Hands practitioner as well, which is another level. And then most of you know me as a healer. You know me on the media side. You know me talking about being an author, a business, and so many other things. But we want to talk about this. We want to talk about how so marketing more about this. We're going to be giving forgiveness practice, blessings. If anybody wants to reach out, catch us on the replay. If anybody wants to interact with us, someone is going through something right now, please do mention it in the comments. It can be pain. Pain is the one that's most measurable, or if you're in your heart, or you're feeling down, depressed. We're actually going to be doing some stuff here, some cool stuff. It's similar to what we do on the Divine Soul Journey show on the radio, but I wanted to bring it to you, my beautiful audience. So, again, just to let you know, I am not here to convince anyone of anything. Just understand that. We respect everybody's faith and everybody believes. And there's so much more. One of the things I have to say here, and I'm going to declare this very much saved my life, my business, my personal. It really helped me understand. And I do have to give credit because it's not, first of all, it's not me. I was chosen for this. Many years in the making. I understand more about my past lives. For those who understand about past lives, it does exist. And you have the ability to actually mold your future today for tomorrow. And your soul, I work with this soul, I work with the energy, and I've discovered a lot about myself and my soul. My background is NLP, neuro linguistic programming, and hypnotherapy. And of course, I'm now a Tao Hands practitioner certified, as well as a Tao Da Da, which basically the Tao means divine source. And it's not about Taoism. Let's get that straight and understand that. It's about the source, whoever your divine is to you. The Da is the nourishment, the amino acids, everything on the spiritual level. We're going to be talking about chakras. We're going to be talking about all those things as well. And then we're going to be talking about, the Da means greatest love. And I do have a book here, which is The Greatest Love. We work here. If you could see this calligraphy here, this calligraphy is a very powerful calligraphy. Even in these books, they have healing. These are all healing books. All the books we have are all healing books. You can put this against your heart. You'd be surprised what can happen. We have it in the mantra. What you don't know, you don't know. But I want you to be open-minded about all of this. And I know there's many of you out there who have interacted with me and you've gotten some healing. And I want to give somebody healing today. So if it's you and you're going through something right now, any area of life, of course, we're going to be doing that. We also will be doing a forgiveness practice. This is massive. I mentioned in some of the other shows, it's about, we wonder why we can't move forward in our lives, whether it be personal, business, particularly business. That's a whole nother story. It's because we have a lot of ancestral karma, just like that we had DNA and RNA and so forth. So I want to talk more about this in the space in the show specifically. And you've heard me talk about it in different other shows, but this particular one, we're going to be doing the cool stuff because those who hear it on the radio, over 2,000 plus every weekend, you get the benefit. But you, my audience, don't get that benefit. So that's what I want to bring to the forefront here. From time to time, we're going to have guests, and then time to time, you and I are going to have conversations. But definitely do catch us on the replay and put your comments. Tell me what's going on with you right now. Tell me what it is you're stuck with. What are some of the challenges, the obstacles, the issues, the aches, the pains, the broken heart? Tell me what it is you want to talk about, what you want to do. If there's one person out there right now who would like a healing, put it in the comment and say, I would like a healing, and tell me for what and why. And we can do that. I'm not kidding about this. Now, typically when we do a healing, it's geared towards and directed to the person that we're speaking to, more or less. However, it does not mean our audience, when you go back and listen to this, you will not get the a little bit of splash and flash of that healing. I get a lot of that when I go through my trainings. When I'm in a training, not actually doing the training, but I'm actually in a training, I get a lot of effects, and my body feels it. Up until yesterday, we had a huge retreat, very powerful, uplifting, and I was feeling it. And I want you all to feel what it is I feel. I want you all to get this. I want you all to understand this. You don't have to believe anything I'm saying. You don't have to even understand what I'm saying. All I'm asking you is to be open minded about what I'm talking about. And when I say open minded, just to the possibilities what that can happen. And if you feel that you want to move forward and we want to have a conversation outside of all of this, please do. We talk about the elephant in the room. I've helped so many people with the elephant in the room, whereby it's some childhood trauma. It could be a thought. It could be somebody said something to you. It could be abuse, mental, physical, emotional, sexual. I've had people who have been abused as a toddler, as a baby. I am not kidding you. How do you remember if you're abused 2 years old, 3 years old? Well, people do remember when we tap into certain things. I'm not going to hypnotize anybody. That's not why I'm here. I can't, but that's not what I do. I also do timeline therapy. I'm saying this to you not to brag about what I've done. I'm saying this to you because I've invested a lot in myself. And by me healing, I can help you also get over whatever it is you're going through. So put in the comment, who would like a blessing? We are going to have a live blessing here today. And if this is you, that you have some type of pain, ache, your heart is heavy, and one thing I'm going to say to you is heal your heart and it melts all blockages. Now, does that mean I just work on myself and in one, a session? No. It doesn't mean that. It means there is homework that you have to do. This, spiritual testing. Right now, I'm actually going for my Guanyin lineage holder level 1. There's several levels. And what's that mean? I have to go through a spiritual testing before I can even get the transmission to myself, which is actually installed in us. And I also have to memorize an 82-line mantra of all the Buddha's names in a very specific way. So what I'm saying this to you is because just know that sitting back and doing nothing is not going to help you. You have to do some work. So if you're out there right now and you're listening and this is resonating with you, please do let me know. Now, most of us on here, probably was put in two categories. We have people with personal issues in life. You wonder why all these things are happening to me. That's one category. Then you have those who also have a business, and that's another category. But do know that your business doesn't, drive your personal life. It's your personal life. It starts with you that would drive your business. How you do one thing is how you do everything. You always hear me saying that. So I was want to let you know that it's time to stop blaming yourself and feeling guilty as to why it is you're not moving forward or what have I done. A lot of it comes from ancestral karma. What does that mean? Well, you have DNA. Somebody just said to me, I look like my sister today, one of my older sister. Then I look like my older sister. Then I look like my dad. And I look like my mom. And I look like this one and this one and this one. I had my grandfather's nose and so forth. Well, you have those traits and characteristics. Do you not believe that you have come with a lot of their stuff in the past? Their stuff, their karma, their wrongdoings, their deed. When you talk about a mother's blessing, um, it comes down to you. It's your legacy. You want to make sure that this life is a better life than the next one. You have one soul, one original soul from time and time again. Again, if this resonates with you, great. If it does not resonate with you, that's okay. I'm not here to convince anyone. But you're here, so there must be a curious mind to something and just be open. So, coming back to your DNA and RNA, your soul picks up a lot of information over the years. You only got one soul. Soul is your spirit, your breath of life. That's what it is. Okay, whatever you want to call it, it's the same thing. It's your gut feeling, it's your intuition. Well, let me explain something about that soul. That soul is everything for you. It picks up all the information from lifetime and lifetime. This vessel I'm in, when my soul goes to another life, when I pass, it's going to take the learnings I've given it in this lifetime and the previous lifetime. And of course, I'm building. You want to constantly build and help and work and do things better for eventually what we say we go to enlightenment or you go home or go to heaven, whatever you believe, that's fine. But do know that is why you're here. You ever had that feeling where you know something, or you don't know you have a creative side, or you met someone and you don't resonate with that person? That's because you did never had a connection. You must have had some conflict in the past with that person. But then again, you have someone who you meet, and that happened to me in my life, who you've known and you just click with them and you have that communication, you have that love, you have that connection, and say, this, I seem to have known you, like I have this connection because you did. And they're back because we have contracts with everyone. And if we things we have not yet resolved, that's why they're here again. And if you don't resolve it in this lifetime, they may come back in another lifetime in a different form. And this is why we want to make sure when we work on something, we put 100% into it. 100% meaning that we do it to the best of our ability. We have to learn. But as you move up, you notice there's more challenges, there's more testing. But one thing I want to say to you, which was a big lesson for me, is you have to detach of what or who does not serve you anymore in the particular task you're talking about. So what does that mean? Detach. It doesn't mean that you're not going to speak to them again, and you may or may not. And that's okay. It's okay. You're on a higher level. And if they can't meet you at that level, then it's not congruent to your journey anymore. And that's was a really hard lesson for me in particular, because I don't judge people. I do my best not to, and I'm human. Am I flawed? Do I make mistakes? Of course I do. I do. But one of the things I also had to learn was I also had to learn not to have expectations from anything or anyone. It doesn't matter if it's family, children, business partners, clients, and so forth. Because if you have no expectations, you don't get this. There's no disappointment. And you're going to learn a lot about me. You're going to learn a lot about our guests as they come on. But I really wanted to today to introduce this and talk more on a deeper level because of what we do on the radio show and how we help people. I had a lot of healing done to me and continue to have a lot of healing. And yeah, the more I get uplifted in my trainings, I have trainings like every day, pretty much. Also helps me bring these messages to you on a higher level, on a different level. It also creates the opportunities. I get things come to my mind because my spiritual channel is open. My third eye is not open as yet. And that's a whole nother story about if your third eye is open and you can see things, but you have to understand how to work with the third eye because you have to have a very strong foundation. And you have different foundational areas in your body. One of them is your heart. It's your heart chakra. It's not the physical heart. It's where your sternum is. That's one. You also have your lower abdomen here under your belly button. That's another one. Then you also have your kundalini, which is in the back. And directly opposite your belly button on your spine, there's also the Mingmen area, which is the gate of life. So those are the main ones. And if you have like your monkey mind in you, which happens to me all the time, you mentally close your eyes and say, no, stop. And you mentally visualize it going down into your lower abdomen and let it store there. And just visualize a golden light coming through. Close your eyes and visualize a golden light coming through. And then you let it, feel it moving around in your stomach. So those who are listening right now, this is what I would like you to do. I'd like you to ground your feet. Okay, sit up a little bit. There's nothing behind your back. Close your eyes. And I want you to visualize a golden light above your head, or anyone that you, on your heaven's team. You have a huge heaven's team. And by the way, each one of you have been given gifts and talents. You didn't know that, but I know that you were, because I know it was sent to give it to you. You may not understand that, but that's okay. So if you, Jesus, Mother Mary, Buddha, Allah, Muhammad, a saint, archangel, whoever it is you want to, you can visualize them, or you could visualize the sun and the moon, stars, because everything has energy. Everything has energy. And let me just explain that first. We have something that's called Shen Qi Jin. It's Mandarin, but it's needed to say. We always talk about the mind, body, soul. It's not the mind, body, soul. I'm here to tell you it's the soul, heart, mind, the energy, and the matter, which is the Shen. Shen is the soul, heart, mind. Qi is energy, and the Jin is the matter, the body. So what does that mean? It means that, and by the way, just to let you know, your heart is what houses the mind and the soul. But the soul is the boss. The soul is your soul. Your soul is your gut. That holds the information. It's the warehouse of the information. It sends it to the heart, and then it's processed. And then after it sends it to the mind, to the action, and then it sends it to the energy and the body. So everything, this phone, everything, book, everything has a Shen Qi Jin. And the leaf for the plant, everything has a Shen Qi Jin, has a soul. And your cells in your body, every single one of them has a Shen Qi Jin. So we're going to talk about the soul. So you can just visualize now that golden light bulb that's coming in. Let's go to your heart. And for those who are reaching out right now, please catch us on the replay, and you can go back and do this exercise. Very powerful. It's not really exercise, actually, it's a blessing. So anyway, so you visualize that, and you just visualize golden light ball, a golden light. Just breathe in, go down to your lower abdomen, and then bring it back up, and just feel it in your heart. And I want you to close your eyes. Okay. And just breathe in again, and just feel that light in your heart, and feel it expanding and expanding and expanding. Just feel it. Keep breathing. Some deep belly breaths. Just feel it in your heart. How does your heart feel? Just continue to do it. Keep your eyes closed. Continue to do so. And for everyone right now, I'm going to actually do a forgiveness practice for you, with you. Okay? And if this resonates with you, awesome. This is something we do on every radio show because we want to make sure. So I'm going to do a forgiveness practice on myself, and you can feel it, and you can also do the same thing. And it's a very simple. Okay? So what you do is you close your eyes, and I'm just going to say these words. Very simple. So you call on the souls of your soul, and the souls that you may have hurt in this lifetime or any lifetime, and also the ones for your ancestors who may have hurt as well. So very simple. How, you want to hear me say some Mandarin words? It means, how means hello. It means all is well, all is good. So put one heart on your lower abdomen and one heart in where your message center is, which is like here, okay, by your sternum. So close your eyes. You're going to say very respectfully how they're the souls of my ancestors and I who we may have hurt in any lifetimes, or taken advantage of in speech, in words, or thoughts, anything wrongdoings, or judgment, or anything we may have done to hurt you. We ask for your forgiveness. And all the souls who may have hurt my ancestors and I in any lifetime, by anything you may have done, taken advantage, the thoughts, the words, the actions, we give you forgiveness. And just take some deep breaths and feel it in your heart. And you practice this every single day. And just feel your heart getting lighter. And the light is growing and getting bigger and bigger until it dissipates throughout your whole body. Just take a moment and feel that. Tell me, how does your heart feel? And when we finish, say how. Means how means all is good. How did that feel for you? You practice that every day, and I guarantee you, you will be surprised what can happen. For anyone there who would like a blessing, please do let me know. Whether you want to do it here or you want to do it offline, I'm going to give that offer. I'm going to leave that offer open to you. If you want to do it more private, please do let me know and connect with me. Connect with me. Here's my contact information if you want to do it more privately. Absolutely, that's my contact information. But I'm going to do a blessing for myself. So, and you will get part of it. You may feel tingle, you may feel heat, you may feel something, you could feel nothing, you could be burping, you want to go to the bathroom. It doesn't matter. Those all healing. I know you're getting parts of it. It could be 1%, 10%, 5%, 3%, but you're getting something from it. So I'm going to say it out loud for you to hear and understand, okay, how it works. Oh, I will just check with the divine because, by the way, I am not the one doing this. It's my heavens team and divine who's doing this. So I'm going to check with divine to say, should I do it out loud or should I do it? Because it's their virtue, it's heaven's virtue. Or I should do it in silence. One moment. Okay, they want me to do it in silence. So I would like you to close your eyes. I'm just going to do this blessing for myself, which I should be doing every day, by the way. I'm just going to do the invocation so you can hear it. But the actual blessing, I'm going to actually do it in silence. Because we do a soul language and we do a soul song, which you may or may not understand, but we all have the capability of everything I'm doing here right now, have the capability, except I have. If you can't see, you might see or feel light coming through my hands. And I could feel it already coming through. Okay, just give me a moment. How? Their divine source soul. They are all my fathers and mothers in heaven and the heavens team and the heavens committee and my guides. And I can call on all individual souls. I call on all of them. And I can also call on the individual ones. And I'm just going to say a few out loud so you understand. We have Jesus. We have, Mother Lakshmi, Mother Mary, Buddha, Lady Guan Yin, Mother Guan Yin, and many more. So you call on yours. Because you can also do this together with me. because you're going to get a flash. And there are all the outer souls, moon, the stars, the sky, the oceans, the cosmos, the galaxies, and Mother Earth. Dear my Tao eye healing hands, I thank you. Please activate. And I also have a lot of treasures I've been given. So it's all installed in my lower abdomen. So I'm going to activate it. They're the source of all my light treasures in my lower abdomen. Please activate. Thank you. And then just keep your eyes closing and just keep breathing. You already did the forgiveness practice. And dear Divine, please ask for blessing for myself, Dianne Ojar, Dianne Ojar, Dianne Ojar, as appropriate. If anyone out there who's going to say your name 3 times, just because you can do this with me, you will get a splash and a flash. And I'm going to say to heaven, I can pick and choose an area. And most people pick their heart because use your heart, it heals most all blockages. But I'm going to leave it to heaven to decide. Instead of picking a particular part of my life. So heaven, I please ask you for you to decide what's best and to transform all the negative Shen messages, and that's all the blockages and in my life, in my DNA and RNA, to positive messages, to positive Shen messages. I can't thank you enough. And blessing starts. I'm going to do it silent. How thou answers and ends thou answers. How. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Put your hand together in a prayer position like this, and in your own way, words give gratitude and thanks for, and I'd say it out loud how we do it, so you have your version. How, dear Divine Soul, thank you. Thank you, Divine Soul. Thank you, all the Heavens Committee, all the souls who attended. Thank you. And thank you, my Tao eye healing hands. Thank you, Master Shah. Thank you. Thank you, my soul and my treasures for serving me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you. Many people go down and do countless blessings if they choose to. They can do this. At the end, you have to say, we say Gonsong, Gonsong, Gonsong. We say everything in threes for the, you have Father, Son, and Holy Ghost in the Trinity. You can, if you don't want to say that, it just means, all that means basically is thank you. And it's, I understand, yes, you can now go back to your humble abode, because they have to rest as well. They've just given us virtue. I can feel my back. I can feel differently. I feel a lot of things on my spine and my back. And you could feel a warmth. You could feel a bit of your heart opening up. You could feel so many things. And if this does resonate with you, definitely let me know. This is something we do and practice every day. We also have the calligraphy where we can trace the calligraphy, right? And this is the forgiveness, and this is the oneness, because we work in oneness. Now, I want people to understand that. No, I want people to understand that we have pastors, we have neurosurgeons, we have people, doctors, we have many people who do this because there is a science behind this. There's quantum physics, quantum science behind all of this. I have a pastoral girlfriend who she gave birth and she now became a Dow hands, and she literally now understood why she's doing what she's doing, and she's changed her practice, the way she served now, and what she's doing. She's teaching the wisdom on a different level, on the science part of it, and the people are resonating. And I said to her, the congregation, everything now is remote, obviously. And I said, what's happening? She said, people are coming in and listening after she does a regular sermon, and she'll talk about for probably 50, now it's going to 20 something people, and it's growing. So people want to learn the wisdom. This is the wisdom I'm bringing to you. And there's a lot more. So if there's something in particular you want to find out, let me know. So I just wanted to take this moment in time to introduce, and this is what the yin yang is about. You have our blessing, but we also have the science. There's a balance to everything. There's a balance to your life. So if something is missing in one area of your life, you've got to understand that you have to figure out what is the other part to balance it off. All I'm saying is I'm here to serve you. I want you to know that I care about you. And I know people wouldn't understand that, and you will not care about others until you know people care about you. And I'm saying to you, you know I'm doing all of this for a reason. And this is what I was told. And not by, yes, by my master teachers and so forth, but I know this is what's coming. And I'll tell you one thing, I didn't know what I didn't know. And for many lifetimes, I was told, I found out a lot of things about my past. And there's a lot of things I was doing. I didn't know. I didn't know. I just know sometimes people would come up to me and I would just say, you know what, you're not here for whatever you believe you're here. And I would just help them or talk them through and do the elephant in the room with them on the spot. That's so powerful and phenomenal. It's not even funny how, we have people was in 70s and for over 60 something years, a teenager didn't understand. And they're powerful healers, more powerful than I do because they have more modalities. And they've been doing this for a lot longer. So they have a lot of higher training than me. And a simple thing like the elephant in the room is something that helped them start thriving and moving in their business. And you see them thriving and, smiling and getting out there and doing certain things and serving on a different level. Not only because of what I did, plus everything else, but complemented. So I want to say to you, if you're open-minded about learning, I am not here to convince you to become any practitioner or anything to that effect. All I'm saying to you, let's start at home. If there's something that's not sitting right with you, let me know. Let's have a conversation. I did a lot for myself to be where I am here today. A lot of sacrifices, going through a lot of hurt and pain in personal life, in business, and everything to be sitting here today. Don't take for granted that everything comes and why someone is thriving and you're not. Know that they've done a lot of work and they'll continue to do a lot of work and they could be to the next level. If this is you and any of this resonates with you, and those who are coming in right now, go back and listen to this and do the practice with me as a one time. And understand, do the forgiveness practice and do the blessing that I just did, and you will feel, and let me know how you feel. This is super powerful. It's nothing like you've ever done before. I can guarantee you that. What I can guarantee is what you put into it, you'll get out of it. Plain and simple. Not here to convince you at all. But this saved my life. And I can tell you, we've had people on this show, on one of the radio stations we do, and she was diagnosed with cancer. And a month and a half after, the doctors couldn't understand why it disappeared. We've done a lot of modalities with her. I've done a lot of blessings with her, and so forth. Plus, I had other people come in to do some other what we call soul operations, and we do a lot of calligraphy. I'm telling you, what you don't know, you don't know. But if you're open that much, and I'll say this in my closing, I may not be the most religious person in the world. I'm not. In a sense, I grew up in the church, obviously. But what I do have, and I always had, was the faith of the grain of a mustard seed. And if you have that much, and you know how small a mustard seed is, if you have that much faith in anything that you hear or do, or even yourself, and to your consciousness, and to your unconscious mind, and the feelings you have, and anything else, you have that much faith, and you have to trust to surrender, and surrender in trusting. There's a lot you would be very surprised you'll understand. Tara, my dear, didn't expect to see you of all people. Um, you know, for those who want to know Tara, I mean, emotional or Tara, because I didn't expect you to be all because you never, I knew your vacation, and you understand this because I say this to you when I was been part of this, and you understand this, and you know how much I love you and what we do. And I'm saying this publicly. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I messed up my makeup now. But just do it and be open-minded, because I'm telling you, sometimes what you don't know. And sometimes you pretty much have to be open-minded, because I've had people had no idea what I was doing to them. I said, just be open-minded. That's it. And they're very surprised. So you here right now listening because your soul, your gut, your unconscious mind, your breath of life, your spirit is asking and looking for something. And that's you. And you want to know more. Just say, I want to know more. Just look up to wherever you want to look up in your prayers, in your meditation, or just look up and say, I want to know more. I'm ready. That's all you have to do. When you do that, the tools and resources will come to you, just like it is right now. This is why I wanted to talk about the Yin Yang show and bring both sides of it. We have the science behind it, and we have also the spiritual, holistic side to it. Don't believe that it's always one sided. There's a balance to justify what we're talking about. The grand unification theory we talk about, the Tao Science. There's a book called Tao Science by Master Shah, Jigan Shah, and also Rulin Shu. Read about it. If you want to find out more books, you want somebody to read, contact me and let me know, and I can make some recommendations to you. So this is what the Yin Yang is about. Every week we're going to be doing something, we're going to be learning something, but most important, we're going to be doing the practices. Most of all. So thank you for that. And I want to say thank you for being here. And however I can help you get through this, please do let me know. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to serve humanity in my humblest form. And this is really passionate for me, so may get emotional from time to time because especially Tara made me more emotional than anything else, because I didn't expect her to be here, but I'm so happy she is, because she understands what this is about, and she's had blessings, and we've gone through this, and you all can as well. So thank you all for listening. Thank you all for putting up with me for the last little while, and this is for you all. So on that note, this is Dianne saying, we love you, love you, love you. We all love you. All our heaven teams love you. And just connect and say, I need help. That's all you have to say to whoever it is your divine is. And thank you so much. On that note, thank you, Tara. Namaste. Sitaram. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. And blessings to each and every one of you. Thank you. So stick around for the end, and we'll chat soon. Take care. Bye-bye.